and welcome to another Stay Brown podcast. We're your
Yes,
we're your hosts. We got Ben and Carlos. How you doing today, Ben?
not too bad. Woke up a little under the weather, but feeling way better now.
Oh,
Jeez.
good, good. That's good.
I had the man flu, the man cold.
Man, cold, change of weather and all that right now too.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, me too. Kind of had a little gland, whatever thing. What they call it? Parotitis. Parotitis.
Uh,
Google that one, guys.
yeah, when you get older, it sucks. Your body
Yeah,
just starts breaking down, it's like when you fall down and you scrape your knee, it's not like you get back up. It's surgery.
right.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
And then
Your
you
body
Google
just
the
reacts different.
and then you Google it and they're like, yeah, it's something you get when you're older. And I'm like, for the rest of your life. And I'm like, wow, okay, thank you.
Yeah. Right.
Gee.
Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Dad.
Didn't tell me that. Shoot. It's all
So what's
good.
what's going on in your neck of the woods?
Oh, well, we've got the Halloween coming up. I don't know if a lot of people celebrate that still. I don't. I do the Dia de los Muertos. Um, I believe some people. I don't know the exact. I thought it was the first was November 1st was for your pets, and November 2nd was for your relatives. But I've been seeing posts today, like what's today's date? The Either today or tomorrow. It's for the pets that come to visit you.
Huh.
So I don't know. Maybe somebody out there knows, but I don't know that one.
Yeah, I've never heard of that one.
I know Thursday at 5 o'clock, 5 or 5:30. Let me see. Let me tell you guys right now. We will be live. The Stay Brown podcast will be live. Yeah, 5:30 at 5:30 Pacific Standard Time. We will have Danza. What is it? Danza Azteca. Maestro Manuel we'll be talking about making an ofrenda. So that's going to be really interesting. I know he did a good job explaining last time about it. And then over here we in Antioch, we will be having the Dia de los Muertos on Saturday. So that's the day that uh, they actually got to come early, make the ofrenda. Um, I think they're able to come the next day to break it down. But yeah, it was a lot of work when I did it last year.
Is that the one where they what, march or something
Some
with this?
places March in
Yeah.
LA. Like last night, they went live at downtown. What is it? Alvera Street. They marched and they played the band, and then everybody followed the band all the way to that open spot, and then it was really beautiful. That was on YouTube last night. I saw that. I was able to watch that. That was I didn't even know Alvera Street did that. I mean, it's been so long since I've seen it. And then the last time I saw it, and then when I saw it last night, they really renovated, did a really good job with Alvera Street.
Nice.
Yeah.
I haven't seen one of those in a while. When I used to live back in California, Southern California, they did that every year. My neighbor actually orchestrated it, got it together, and they would come to the house and bring food. Oh yeah,
Right.
we bring a
Oh
lot of
wow.
food. Dias de los Muertos is that's that holiday. Back in the day, they used to say, the colonizers, European Americans would say that's a demonic, could be worshiping the dead and or whatever.
Yeah.
It's an interesting history if you look it up.
Right. Right.
I haven't really had much time. I haven't really looked up that one, the history on de los Muertos, but maybe I will. Maybe I'll be the next thing I do.
Yeah. Yeah. It was
Interesting.
really interesting. I mean, making the ofrenda. And I've done one in the past, but when you had some newly recent people that are close to me in my life, to add to the ofrenda, you really go through a whole bunch of emotions when you're making it. So,
Mm.
um, Yeah,
what's the details of making it? I know they like in New Mexico, Albuquerque, New Mexico,
Hello.
man, they
that's
go
good.
all out there.
Right, right. Yeah. Hello, Kuali. How are you?
Hi.
Oh, we,
I'm
we were
good.
just talking about you. Our
We
ears must have been ringing.
were talking about Dia de los Muertos.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I'm just plugging in the microphone. Can you guys hear me, or should I plug in the microphone?
You're
No,
good.
no, I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you by traffic?
No, I'm not by traffic.
Okay, then yeah, yeah, you'll be fine then.
Okay, good.
You'll
The
be
phone,
fine.
yeah, it's charging a little bit. Yeah, I'm
Oh, okay.
excited for Dia de los Muertos myself. There's a few events to go to.
Right? You'll be at those events. I know
Yeah.
out there you're in Los
Y-
Angeles, right?
Yes, East
Yeah,
LA.
East
Yeah.
LA. That's right. You're from Boyle Heights, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why
You
are you
say,
laughing? She's like, yeah.
yeah. There's a story
Yeah.
behind it. I can hear it coming.
No, it's just typical,
Uh,
Right?
typical Boyle Heights.
Oh man, come on. You guys got the song by Will I Am now. Are you
I
excited about
know,
that?
huh?
Yeah. Yeah. All
Yeah, we
right.
got our own song.
Right? Stand proud. Shoot.
Dude, hell yeah. I was trying to make my screen bigger on my side, but I'm not too sure how to do it. Do you know how?
we've been trying to
No.
figure that out for a while. Well, I've been trying to figure it out. No, I think what you have to do is move the phone away from you more, but then you get more of the background.
Yeah. And less of the volume of you unless you put your mic on. But yeah. No, I don't think there's a way to do it. I apologize for that.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. I grew up when there was payphones.
Oh,
We didn't have technology back. That was technology. Calling your mom, collect. Hey mom, pick me up from this roller rink. Click, and then she'd get that. You have a collect call from mom. Pick me up from the roller rink.
Yep. Click.
Yeah,
That's the
that
old school way.
that's the lights. The street lights came on. We were home.
Right.
yeah. I was both. Like, I was introduced to the phone, cell phones, and all that.
Yeah.
What do you mean? If you don't mind me ask, Carlos and I have been going over this because he told me that you were welcome to the show. By the way, that you were coming
Thank
onto the
you.
show. So I looked you up on Instagram. I sent you a message and you still haven't responded, but that's okay. No offense. No offense.
Stranger
No.
danger.
I
Yeah.
did.
Uh,
Which message? Where did you send it?
the
To
Quality
quality.
Indigenous and
Yeah.
on Instagram.
Oh, okay. Maybe if I don't already follow you, then I don't see the message. That's why.
That's fine. I'm just messing with you. But anyways, I was telling Carlos, I go this girl, she's in the movement and she's doing all these things in the barrios and for the liberation of our people. And I go, Carlos, she can't be more than 22 years old. 20, she's got to be. She's like, if she's 25, I'll be like, no way. She's, my first instinct for you like 18, 19. And then Carlos goes, nope. And I'm all like, okay, but we're not gonna make you expose your age on here. But I just want to say that I've been following. I looked at some of your stuff on Instagram. Man, it's. I love what you're doing. We
Thank you. I
need
appreciate
more.
that.
We need more people with that type of mindset. And
We do.
so how did you get started with this? What triggered you um, to get into the movement?
Well, here, let me plug in my microphone. I with when Obama was putting families in cages during that time.
Uh-huh.
That's when I started. Um, Here it goes. Hopefully, this makes it better.
Perfect. I can hear it.
There you go. So, can you guys hear me better?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, way better.
It's off.
You,
Hold
sa-
on.
you sound like Salinas now.
That hopefully that works. Is it better?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a whole lot better. But can you
Hello.
hear us? Can you hear us?
Hello. Hello.
You
She did.
can't hear?
Can you hear
She
me?
did.
Yeah,
Yes.
Mm,
but you
okay.
can't hear us, huh? Can you hear us?
Oh, when I put the receiver in, it didn't. I couldn't hear you guys.
Oh, yeah. I think
Interesting.
it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Let me unplug this 1 second.
What you
Okay,
need to
there you
do is
go.
snatch up
Can
a
you hear
little
me now?
8-year-old around you. Yes.
Yeah. Nope.
Did she freeze
Probably
or she
not.
just? Oh,
There we go. Microphone check.
right.
That's okay. I don't know how to do it, but anyways.
No.
Um, so yeah, during the Obama era, that's when I got into it because obviously, well, the first time I started noticing things weren't right with our community, how we were being treated in the United States, our people, the brown community, La Raza, you know, they were putting their families in cages, and
Mhm.
the Obama, they didn't have like social media era, and so it just didn't get the attention the way like Donald Trump and all this is happening. But he was also doing the same thing, you know, not the same way, but the same thing, separating families and putting them in cages. So I couldn't take it, you know, I wanted to do something, so that's how I started. So I set up on Instagram an account and I started to do like research and start posting things, and that's how I started.
Oh
So are
wow.
you self-educated?
Yeah, I'm self-educated in this subject. Yes, like I did not go to college for Chicano studies or something like that.
Well, you know, in my opinion, the education system already it deprograms people to think a certain way.
Yes,
I'm big on self education. I've done a lot. I love history. I don't like math, but I'll do history. I like history. I've looked up a lot of stuff about our heritage, where we come from. I know you're really big on land back too, land grants. Can you explain
yes,
that a little bit?
yeah. I am self-taught, and yeah, no, I prefer self-taught to speak with self-taught people over like academically trained people as well. But um, what was the question you asked me? Sorry.
You're asking. I have memory issues.
Yeah. About land back.
Land
Yeah,
back.
about the land
Yeah.
grants, land backs.
So definitely, I support my brothers and sisters here, our relatives, the tribes, and all that with their land back and all that. Because the United States basically still encroaches their land, steals their resources, takes their land, and like right now they're trying to take the Oak Flats sacred land away. You know, so they never really stop with the land back, and they really need their sovereignty, right? But also for us, for Latinos, for especially Mexicans, we should also fight for land back too here, because we're from this land. Mexicans are from this land. And you know, the ancient Mexicans, the Mexicas, however you prefer to call them, they were from here. Our ancestors were from the United States region, and they were migrating all over the continent, just like all the other tribes here in the United States. They were migrating. I know a lot of tribes don't really talk about that. Only some do, like a handful do talk about their migrations. And even some of them talk about their migration down into Mexico, or from Mexico, being meaning that they were from originally Mexico and they moved into the United States. And now they're United States tribes, you know. So, and vice versa for us, for Mexicans, we came from the United States, our ancestors, and then we moved down, migrated down to Mexico, where we're at now. So I definitely think that land back is for Mexicans too. We need to assert that more. Like it's a topic that no one really knows or talks about, but land back means migration for Mexican people. You know, we didn't have borders. We were always crossing the border, our ancestors, and we had intertribal marriages with the tribes here across the border
Mhm.
in the United States. So we're very closely related, in other words, to the tribes along the border and so forth, like the tribes in the United States.
Have you ever heard of Operation Greaser or Operation Wetback?
Oh yes, the operation went back. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that one, it was an unfair mass deportations of Mexican people, and they a lot of them were all citizens, and like over half, right? And it was just like today. It's just a repeat of history. You know, they snatched people from the streets. They created a mass campaign. You know, to terrorize the community and dehumanize them, and they got rid of a lot of people. But Mexicans just came back anyway because it's our land, and we're always gonna keep coming back no
Yeah,
matter
that's
what.
right. That's right. You know, at Operation Wetback, they deported over a million uh, of the Mexica people, but there was a lot of them that were United States citizens with businesses, with ranches, who owned homes, who
Yes.
you know, who were settled. And when they got deported, they lost all that.
Yep.
So I'm all for the reparations of land back and government, but you know, the more I think about it, the more I thought about it. I don't know if you would agree with me, but if the United States were to do something like that, wouldn't that mean the United States is admitting to some kind of guilt? Like,
Definitely. I mean,
yeah,
they would have
not,
to agree to that, that be accountable for the genocide, for the border apartheid,
hmm
those acts that they committed against Mexican people all these decades, repeatedly, and they're not going to do that.
no, they're not.
Mm-mm.
They're not. That's and I think that's the uphill battle that we as Chicanos and Chicanas have as the Mexica people here in America, or on these lands. I think that's the uphill battle that we have is because if they do, this is just me thinking, if they do like gave some of the land back, can you imagine how many other people will start digging and yeah, my grandfather had land here, had land here, and you know, and the government ain't gonna give up. This corrupt government won't give up anything.
Right.
So
They need to though. Like, I think we need to organize ourselves and like see if we can find the remaining descendants, and yeah, organize that
mm,
kind of a movement to do that, to get the reparations and the land back. But
I
because that's
think
what needs to happen.
I think one of the major things that need to happen, and this is my opinion, and not the opinion of my organization, but in my opinion, is that uh, you know, in the rat race in here in America, in the rat race, if you look at the European Americans, they're thriving in politics and in business and money. If you look at the African American, they got their own colleges, their own you know, personal colleges. They have lawyers, they have bankers, they have
Yeah.
congressmen. But if you look at the Chicano people, we're last. If you really think about that, we're like, what do we, you know, we don't have a
Mhm.
whole lot of people in Congress, and if we do, they're coconuts. They're brown on the outside, white on the inside, and they're favoring the European
Try.
mindsets.
They're
We need
trying
to
to fit
get.
in.
They try to fit in, and the sad part is they probably talk. The European Americans probably talk crap behind their back, behind closed doors, because you know they're,
They
you
definitely
know.
do.
So my thing is, and this is what I would love to see. And protest works. I like protesting. Protest works. Boycotting things work, but my idea is we need to get more of the younger generation educated, or self-educated, or educated in what the history really is, no matter how brutal or ugly it is, because we
Yeah.
need them to understand that they need to be the next politicians. They need to be the next person sitting on the judge's seat. They need
Exactly.
to be the next person, because that's otherwise, how else are we going to have representation in the House if we're not being represented by our own people,
Or even
right?
just start a whole new freaking revolution, and
Let's go.
move away from those white systems. Whatever the
Yeah,
case, we do need our younger generations to be educated. That's why I focused always on educating the Latino community about their indigenous roots, culture, and history, and like, you know, as much as I can. But I've also pulled in many different directions with activism and filmmaking, but trying to consolidate all that into filmmaking now. So I mean, film is one good avenue to do that. It's like one of the best. Hopefully we could reach a lot of people through film. You know.
So I heard you were down in Mexico filming some stuff.
Yes,
Hmm.
I did. I filmed a small documentary, like my premiere documentary. It's gonna be. I did one in the protests of LA, based off the ICE abductions at the MDC Metropolitan Detention Center, and then another documentary in Mexico about our culture and history of Mexican people, and the tequila and the pulque, and the connection to our indigenous roots in through that in our culture of tequila. So I wanted to bridge or sort of weave together the past and the present in this documentary that I'm making. So yeah, I hope you guys check it out. It's going to be really good. I think that's
When's
something
it
that
come?
people will enjoy.
When does it come out?
Um, I would say maybe 2 more weeks. We're still finalizing, the details.
They're asking what's the name.
We don't have the name yet. That's one of the details. We're still.
Ah,
Maybe we can help you out with that though.
Yeah, shoot me
The
some ideas.
eagle
I,
and the condor.
I saw when you were in Mexico. I have to ask, that food you were eating looks so good.
Oh, which one?
Oh,
All of it was good. All of it's so good. Oh
there's
yeah, I
no
was eating the shrimp, the like asada shrimp. It was perfect, amazing.
there's no
Man,
food like the motherland food.
right?
No, no,
Just fresh.
none,
That's the
nothing.
fresh you can get.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So
I gotta go back.
how long did you stay in Mexico? How long did it take you to film the documentary?
Oh, we planned for 5 days, but then it ended up getting cut to, I think, 3 or 4 days. Yeah,
Oh,
we had a mishap, so it happens.
yeah,
So we had
yeah,
yeah, crammed
yeah.
it all in like 3 days.
Wow. And you have a whole set of crew of people that to help you document all this and
For this one, I only had just two people, me and the other person, the film person.
oh, okay.
But yeah, I do have a film crew. Like I work with Chicano Hollywood. So, but for
Oh,
this
okay.
film, I
Nice.
didn't for this film.
Okay. You
Yeah.
you know who Del Zamora is?
Who?
Del Zamora.
No, I don't know.
He's the creator. He made the movie The Last Brown Beret.
Oh, I gotta see that. I didn't see
Yeah,
that.
Hmm.
it's I don't know if it's completely made yet, but he sent me
That's
an email to reserve my tickets to go watch the premiere of it. And by the time I clicked on it, which was like the next day, it was sold out.
wow. Okay.
So I'm hoping he does it again. And normally the first time we went, I didn't get to go. I got sick, but some other people from our organization as well went, and they got in for free. They took pictures, but they went in uniform. So
Nice, nice.
um,
Peterman.
well, yeah. Another question I had was about the movement. Um,
Oh yeah.
what role do you play as far as like in your own community, or what's your broad spectrum of reaching out to people, just not just in your neighborhood, or through film or movie, although that is a great way because a lot of people like movies.
Right. So I'm in ICE out of LA right now. I'm pretty much the director right now, standing in because they arrested the founder of ICE out of LA,
Wow.
and she's going to trial very soon. And yeah, we just got good news today that one of her charges got dropped. So one of her cases got dismissed. So we try to tell the people she's innocent. She's a political prisoner just for recording ICE activity and brutality and abductions. But so she still has one case pending, and so right now I'm in charge in the movement, and it's basically every day we're over there, 24/7, downtown LA, protesting, organizing, trying to document as much as we can and show the world what the ICE is doing to our people, our community, and trying to organize actions in there, over there together.
Mm.
So that's one way you can find me, is going there in person, joining the movement, get to know the community, and learn from the community, organize with your community, stand with your community. The other way is through filmmaking. I will be needing actors, actresses. I will be needing like more film crew. Always need more film crew. You never know when you need more film crew. Um, and other writers. We could all collaborate and see what we can do. Put our minds together. And anyone who likes to organize too, we're looking for people to help organize. So those are the ways that you can reach me. Also, I do. Sorry, I do teach in schools whenever I'm invited. I educate the people about their indigenous identity, history, and culture. So that is another way that you can reach out to me, or um, get me into your school to help the students learn.
I
And
was just gonna say, just make sure it's not on Instagram because you'll be.
no,
I'm
in
sorry.
person.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just my sense of humor sometimes. Um,
It's okay. No, sometimes I'm really passionate about what I do and stuff, and it's just very raw. There's you could only be yourself. You're multidimensional, and when I go in the school, I obviously have to be more professional and such. But I know how to go with the flow.
yeah, yeah, it's important.
It
It's
is.
important. It's important because when you reach out to your peers or to the people that you're talking to, you can change up almost instantly by just getting the feel of people, and it's a better way to connect to them as well, in my opinion.
Yes. I mean, I've
Uh,
taught from little kids all the way to adults. It's never too late to learn or too early. So yeah, you
how
can.
many people are in your organization?
Right now, it's just about a handful working together because
Mm.
some of them got arrested. But yeah, there's usually more than a handful. But we're trying to expand. As I said, we need more people. There needs to be more people,
Yeah.
I agree.
especially with like brown people being like one of the largest population, second largest population. We should be able to pull numbers. We should be able to be standing up to resist ICE. But we're gonna get there.
It's a uphill battle, something that I've been struggling with for a long time. I've been a brown beret since 2011, and it's always been hard to get people because I feel like a lot of our gente, they're so comfortable where they're at, and they're in their safe zone, and they don't
Yeah,
want to
they are.
stir up a lot because they don't want to draw too much attention. Unfortunately, I'm not built that way. I like, although I don't like attention, but I like causing. I like going out there and making sure things are brought up, and things are aware, stuff like that. So, but it's tough.
Yep.
It's tough to organize. It's tough to find the right people.
Hmm.
Our organization, on a side note, we're growing. We got some great people that are in film, that were news anchors, that are in communication. So we're looking forward to utilizing them to help with in the movement. And I understand that the brown beret movement is different than movement that you're used to, because there is a difference. I ran across this not too long ago, but I do admire your work, and I do admire how you reaching out to the people and getting it out there, getting the word out there. I think I went through half of your Instagram videos and just looking, just
Oh.
I don't want to say I was stalking you, but I was,
Ah,
I was just
ah.
looking. I was just looking to see what you were about and get a feel for your vibe and what you're doing, and I think it's very there's not
Thank
enough
you.
people like you out there for sure.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I was inspired by all the people that came before me. The revolutionaries, our ancestors, um, the Mexica movement, of course, Chicanos, and then also Gabriel, who came from freaking San Francisco, and we became friends, and then he became my partner, and he's the one that inspired me to like really embrace my indigenous identity and like just get loud with it and just be confident. He showed me, something.
Yeah.
I always give credit to people and my inspirations because we're not self-made native people. We don't believe in being self-made. We're community made. We're made by, all of our ancestors and everything. So it's important. But yes, you know,
What
that's
is
how I
your
got here.
what is your I think this might be a not a trick question, but what is the first did you ever hear of the Chicano movement? Where did it start? Do you have any input on that? Like what year, where did it start? How did it start?
I
Or
probably just first seen that stuff on Instagram in
uh
around 2015 ish.
okay.
Yeah, I think that's when I first started coming across it, or maybe I even saw like posters before, like at concerts or somewhere, But really, when I started to look into it, was like, yeah, and when social media started being popular around that time.
Social media has really kicked off a lot of the movement. I see on TikTok so many different
Hmm.
TikTokers on there about the Chicano movement, education, which is all great.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's a trip how it's just taken over. I know back in the day they barely had pigeon mail, and that wasn't
yeah.
fast enough.
And then eventually they got their stuff on YouTube. And then YouTube is where my friend, he started seeing their stuff, and then he started going to Instagram, where there was no one on Instagram. There wasn't even no TikToks.
Yeah.
There was no Instagrams or TikToks. And then he started posting it on Instagram. My friend started doing like the whole detribalized movement stuff by himself, and there was nobody else. And then I came along and saw him, and then we started to build a movement like that on Instagram. And then from there, I went to TikTok. So
Are you on TikTok?
hmm
Are you doing live broadcasts and stuff like that on TikTok, or just are you just on there?
I haven't been, but I'm trying to start doing the lives again there on TikTok because it's a lot more people there too. But it's just, yeah, Instagram has a lot of people in the movement already,
Hmm.
and then TikTok has like people you could recruit, but that are not in the movement really.
Yeah, we
So
got to
you have
get
to
them
kind of
involved.
utilize both of them.
Yeah. Are you
So
technology savvy?
yeah, I am. I know there's like a thing you can use that you can post on all of them at the same time. So I want to use something like that.
That's
Okay.
this program.
Is that this one? What is this one called? StreamYard?
StreamYard.
Okay, cool. I'll definitely have to download this one because it does get annoying trying to keep up with two pages, two platforms.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, it is, and I don't have enough time for it.
So do you go to the Chicano moratorium?
I no, this year I missed it. Last year I missed it, so hopefully next year I can go.
Okay.
Yeah, I was out in Mexico when you guys had it,
Uh-huh.
so I couldn't go. I was like, no.
Another great event too, which I think you would really thrive at, would be Chicano Park Day in San Diego.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's in the end of April. That's another good historical event. So
I'll
uh,
definitely be there.
okay, well we'll hope to see you out there. Maybe we'll do a Stay Brown podcast out there while we're there, and then we could
That'll
add
be
you in there, or you could do a pod or whatever your Instagram thing is, live or whatever. We'll be there. I'll be there.
that'll be
I
good.
normally go there every year. So
Yeah, that's good. Um. So yeah, that's definitely we need more people in the movement, and education is the path to gaining more traction.
yeah, Carlos, do you have any questions?
I'm catching what she's saying about we need more people in the movement.
We do.
I was
Man, yeah.
uh, I saw her live the other day at night when she was over there at the oh my god, where was it? Where the I don't know if we could say the person's name. I'm not going to say the name, but where where this person's being held at, you know. And then
Yeah,
I
you
thought
could say her name, AK.
AK, yeah. So we're and I saw you were like, we need more people here. Where I could see the importance in your face, you know. I mean, I was like, damn, I even told you I wish I was over there, you
Oh,
know.
you were the one to come in it. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, yeah. I was like, man, I felt that, you know. Um
We do.
after that,
Because we can't really mobilize any actions if it's just a little bit of us.
yeah,
So then people are like, why don't you guys do anything? Well, because why aren't you doing anything? We need you here, you know?
right,
How are we going to do it, you know?
right.
So, yeah.
But
Because
you've
the
been
less
there,
of us there is, then they can come after us really easily like that.
right,
We're vulnerable, you know?
right, right. And yeah, we need people out there, you guys.
We do.
How how do they? What's your Instagrams for the people that want to follow you?
You can follow me on quali.indigenous, and I'm also running the Ice Out of LA page.
Okay,
Ice Out of LA.
yeah, we'll say it at the end of the show too. But for those that are your lives, I mean, I could see it, you know. And then you're out there late, and then I mean, there was a few of you guys out there. I mean,
Yeah,
uh,
yeah.
I
We
guess
do.
my 3-part question is,
Mhm.
uh, who who is AK? What did they get her for? And I thought she was going to be out today, but can you give us like an update a little bit? I know you talked a little bit
Yes.
about it. But, so
We're excited that one of her charges got dropped. AK was founder of Ice Out of LA. She got charged with 2 things, and along with 3 women, they're all from Ice Out of LA. They're all chingonas, and they're just so inspirational. They're just have so much heart for the people. Like they don't care, you know, what it takes, but they didn't do anything illegal. They just don't care to face these people right there at the detention center every day. They don't care. They'll do it. And they were sleeping there. It was a 24/7, like, constant protest. It was the first one. Now Portland has one, you know. This
yeah,
inspired the movement to grow everywhere in different states. And AK started it. She came down and she was like, I'm looking for LA organizers because she was from Pacoima. And I was like,
shout out
well,
Pacoima.
I'm looking for LA organizers, and then ain't nobody here, you know, like wants to do it. So that's how we met through my friend who connected us, and then we started it. So we started it. She ended up getting arrested because twice. First, she was just recording the ICE officers who were arresting another protester there, and this is something they were regular doing, just constantly arresting people just for protesting. You know, like,
Right.
oh, they just go run and grab you and like for doing nothing. But so they were arresting some guy and she was recording it, trying to document this, and then they pointed at her because they know who she is. So they pointed at her. You can see in the video the officer points at her, and the other one goes and grabs her, drop her to the ground, and start brutalizing her. And it's all on film. And yet they charge her with battery on the officer. And we just can't understand, you know. But that charge was dropped today. So we were like really happy that finally, but at the same time she's already been in prison for more than a month without
Right.
her family suffering in there. And this is one of the worst prisons. That's what the prison people say inside. And she's innocent and never been to jail, so this has been very hard on her. And they were trying to get her psychologically in there, you know, but she's gonna go free soon because her, you know, she still has trial for the next charge, which was also a false charge. They said that she was doxing a federal agent,
Mm.
his address on a live video recording. This was all recorded live. She never, none of them dropped his address. Um, it was not his address. They never dropped his address. So, and then they tried to twist her words and say like she was saying come down like in a bad way to come maybe do something to that officer, but that's what they were implying. All the charges, right? the ICE charges on her, federal agents complaint against her was that she was trying to get violent and bring people there and then dox his address and all this stuff. But none of that ever happened. It's all live recorded. And so we don't understand how they've been holding her all this time for with no evidence, but they have. And so she has her upcoming trial, so people could support her. Either show up to the court. I'm gonna announce the court date as soon as I know.
Okay.
And another way to support is to donate. And the links are in the bio of ICE out of LA. It's in my bio because these lawyers, legal fees and safety fees are expensive. You know, um, in case things go bad and she doesn't get bond or get free. She's gonna have to pay for an expensive lawyer. So we're raising money for that.
Right.
But also for her safety, like if she needs to relocate her family because these MAGA people are after her and her family and all of these women. Like they were posting their faces and their names all over social media, their full names and their faces. So it's just for precautions and for their expenses, for their safety expenses. But take a look at those and share those and all that. Support them. These are our raza that are facing trial, and they're the first ones being prosecuted like this for these ICE charges against protesters for just recording and practicing freedom of speech. So that's what happened to her. That's AK. She was raised Chicana. She was also raised in her indigenous tribe culture. So she's both. So she's very down for her people. So that's why she came. And that's where she ended up, so far. So that's not good. So we have to back her up.
Wow.
One
And
hundred
her
And this
name
percent.
is AK, and her full name is Akale. Akale.
accolade.
Yeah.
And she's Chicana and what tribe?
Tiles tribe, New
Cows.
Mexico.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
she's
Okay.
from Pueblo then.
That's right.
Yeah.
Free our people.
Pueblo. Yeah. My
And I
mom's
think
from my mom's from
she also
Atlantic
has like
Pueblo.
Hawaiian in her too.
Um, okay.
So there's that.
That's still interesting.
Do you take a political stance in any in this government in the politic world?
I don't vote. I don't believe in that system. I don't.
Oh.
There's the same wings of the same bird. They act that way. So I don't.
I know that was a stupid question, but just wanted to ask because I'm anti-government. This government has never been um it's never been fair. It's never been about the people. It's only been about the colonizers. It's set up for them to excel and for us to be suppressed. So I don't care about this government. Although some of the things, we live in this government world. We live in these lands, and we have to obey the laws and obey. So whatever the way, and this is how I say, whatever I can use as far as their constitution or their rights or whatever, I'm going to use it to my advantage to help our people you know
Yes.
um but other than that, yeah, I don't vote either, and I don't care. I mean, the last four administrations have been trash anyways.
They have
you know
all just done so much to target our people and go against our people. Um, they even the Democrats even sold out our people for Palestinian people at one point this last
Mhm.
year. If people remember, they were like, "Yeah, okay, well, the U.S. military will give you money for the freaking border to keep doing your genocide, apartheid on Mexican people if you decrease freaking weapons to Palestine, to
Yeah.
Israel." So I was like, "Oh, you're gonna trade our people like that? Okay."
I don't
Mm,
know if you remember when Obama was president, and like you said, he was putting kids in cages and separating families. I don't know if you guys recall that over 2,000 children gone missing.
right.
The government lost 2,000 children,
Yeah.
and there was some lady, some Republican lady back in the East Coast somewhere, was trying to be I guess they were saying that she was adopting them,
Yeah.
taking them and adopting them, and I don't know what happened to that story after that. That was the end of that. But they've been brutalizing and separating our family. I mean, those were little kids that had no, you know, no say in what happens to them.
Oh
But
yeah,
2,000 of our people.
yes. In my opinion, ICE is just trafficking people and making slave camps
Yeah,
for not
money.
just, yeah, for money, for profit, and not just for brown people. It's gonna end up being for everybody. They're targeting brown people right now. That the border always targets brown people, but eventually those prisons are gonna fill up with everybody for slavery. For that's what it is, for profit.
So I did a little research on that. There's over 270,000 illegal immigrants from Europe, from that part of the country, and I haven't heard of any of them being deported or
Right.
harassed, or their
Yeah.
visas are up, student visas are up, uh,
No.
and I got a friend of mine. She's from Morocco, and she was here on a student visa, and it got she was one of the ones that got deported. But she was kind of laughing because when she got here, they gave her like I think it was like three credit cards up to like 5,000. One was 10,000, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I left with all that." I'm
Hmm.
like,
Wow.
that's kind of messed up because we're the only country that have credit cards that have our credit, credit history over there where she's at. They don't have none of that. I doubt she'll
Yeah.
ever come back to America and apply for another credit card. But she cashed out.
Well, that's a whole nother story, but credit is really bad. That's why our people are so comfortable, because they give you that, they came up with that credit scheme to make you feel free and comfortable. So just enough so you don't rise up. But it's not any permanent wealth or any permanent, like you're actually in living, struggling
Debt,
still in
living in
debt
debt.
and everything, but
Hmm.
there you have just enough to get by with the credit. So that's what the credit is for, essentially. But that's a whole
Yeah, and
Right.
nother
that
topic.
could be a whole other topic there too. I
Yeah.
agree. I
So
agree.
it gets worse, you guys. Somebody sent me a video today, and I wish I was making this up. The colonizers are saying they're Native Americans now
Yeah.
because because they've been here since 1500s.
No.
Oh, okay.
How do you feel about that, Kuali?
And they discovered themselves here as Native Americans in the 1500s,
Right?
I guess.
And I like how they say that their grandma was a Native American princess or
Yeah,
queen.
they always go to Cherokee.
Yeah.
Oh, she was. Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
And why
almost
don't they
like, oh,
even?
she's a queen, huh? She was
They only
okay.
choose one tribe, just Cherokee.
They always say Cherokee.
I know why.
I don't know.
I'll tell you why. The Cherokee people or Cherokee Nation were one of the first big indigenous tribes to work hand in hand and live side by side with the American coloners, with the
Oh,
European coloners. They were like neighbors. They fought against people. They were like brother and sister. That nation, and Choctaw Nation was part of had a huge part of the colonizers. So they worked together. They intermarried each other. Um, they hunted together. They went to war together. So everyone says, "Oh yeah,
yeah,
I
yeah.
got Cherokee." Yeah, okay.
I think they need to stop all that already, though. It's enough is enough, though.
They could
Right?
be native all they want, in my opinion, but they'll never be indigenous.
Yeah, they're
You
not
know, they're,
native or
they're,
indigenous.
well, they can claim that native crap, but not indigenous. Indigenous is, we belong to this land. This land belongs to us.
Right?
It
Yeah.
doesn't
No,
belong
but
to them. Our ancestors bled on this land, fought, hunted, buried our
yeah,
dead, gave
they're
birth.
definitely
You
they're
know,
native from Europe or
Yeah.
somewhere else.
yeah, yeah.
But
If your ancestors came across on a boat, you're
yeah,
you're you're
exactly.
you're
Well,
illegal.
what I tell them down at the DHS, at the ICE detention center in downtown LA, is I always remind them that if your ancestors came on the boat, then you're foreigners. You're the
Yeah.
illegal immigrants. Your ancestors were the illegal immigrants. And I tell them, if you're not Native American and you're not Mexican, then you're an immigrant. You're a foreigner.
Mhm.
Right.
Always been saying that, and even Mark Ruffalo, like he borrowed it. I like to say that he borrowed it. But he's been saying that after he heard me saying that. Um, but that comes with a lived experience and a lifelong struggle. So that's not something that Mark Ruffalo knows anything about. But you know, at the detention center, I tell them that, and I tell them, we didn't Mexican people didn't come on boats. You guys came on the boats. You guys were not the wetbacks. We're not the wetbacks. We're not the anchor babies. You know, I just let them
Right.
fill in the blanks. We didn't come on the boats, so
Mhm.
it's not us. We're not the wetbacks. Yeah, this is our native land, and I'm always there reminding them there and anywhere I go, wherever. It's just any conversations that I have with people about ICE or anything. That's what I tell them is that the border crossed us. We
Yes.
were always here.
Yeah.
The peace treaty act of Hidalgo, for after the Mexican American War, it's in the peace. Well, then again, this government broke every peace treaty they ever written up, but it says
Still.
that there's a clause in there saying that the border will be remained open for those for our people that migrate, because this is something that they did way before they even came here. We
Yes.
we did that. Here's another thing that I thought was pretty funny. Like, all these people say you're not American, you're Mexican. Well, the brutal honest truth is these are the Americas. South America, Central America, North America. Those are all Americans.
Yeah.
Our people in Brazil, they're Americans. If you think about it, they live in the continent of America, South America.
It's
So
all
they're
American, Native Americans. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's funny when they tell us, like, you're not even an American. Yeah, I am. More ways than one.
And then
We're deporting non-Americans. No, you're deporting Americans because those, they're
yeah.
from South America, the continent.
Yeah. And for instance, like people were always saying North, Central, and South, but as time went on, like in this movement, learning and learning more, I realized that me and my friend and like another person, we started realizing like we're not there is no like Central America. It's just North and South. Like
Yeah.
Mexicans are part of Turtle Island. We're the turtle part of Turtle Island. We're
Yeah.
not separate. We're together. If you look at the Turtle Island, it includes all of Mexico and all
Yeah.
those areas. It's not disconnected. It's all we're
Yes.
all Turtle Island. So therefore, we only have North and South America. That's it. We don't have um, America and Latin America. We just have North and South America. It's all
Hmm.
America. It's just like the United States likes to separate itself from Latin America too much, and I just don't even think we should even call it Latin America anymore. We should just call it North and South America. That's it.
Yeah.
There's no Latin America. That's not even real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Latin and Hispanic, that's European, right?
Yeah.
European, and yeah, we're not.
Yep.
That is our colonizers' identity, and
That's yeah.
it's just smacked on our land now, Latin America. But it's a label, and really, it's not. It's just North and South America, native lands. At least I'll always see it that way.
I agree. I agree. Wow. This is a deep subject we're talking about here, and I really do appreciate the time that you. We're not trying to get off yet. I know we still got some time, but I just wanted to
No
say
problem.
before, like I really do appreciate. I know you're busy, and I know you're out there, and man, this is just when I was doing the protests out here, especially with ICE, it's very emotional. I mean, you
Oh
can
yeah.
well, with me, I could feel a lot of people's emotions, and to see the families crying because ICE has got their mom or their dad, it's like, man, and there's nothing we can do. I mean, what we do, I've seen people lay in front of the cars and stuff like that, but it's like, man, you know, not to say that we're prolonging the inevitable, but I mean, in the end,
I think
we
there
really
is
need,
something we can do though.
yeah, we need
I think
more.
we're doing it, but we just need more people
We
to
need more
feel to
people.
believe that and join because like I said, we can't do it with a little bit of people and then everybody else is just criticizing like, oh, you're not doing nothing. No, no, you're not doing nothing. That's
Right.
why nothing is happening because you're not
And that,
doing it.
and I agree. I agree with that. Yeah, it's just frustrating. It's like, come on, people,
Yeah.
wake up. You've gotten so content with
Yeah.
America feeding you, and you got fat
Get
off the
up
land.
and go
You know,
out your house and get involved, then we can do something. It's like that simple. Even if you can't leave your house, you got kids or whatever, then you can either donate, reach out, help organize in another way. Like find out what you can do. What are you good at? What can you offer? You don't have to be protesting.
right?
You have on your bio the sleeping giant, right?
Yes,
What
yes.
what what can you tell me about that?
The sleeping giant, that's the raza. We have to unite and come together so that we can, defeat our colonizers, our oppressors. So that's the sleeping giant is that the Latinos, they don't understand that they're indigenous, that this is their land, their own land, that we're not illegal, that we're not foreigners.
Mm.
The sleeping giant needs to wake up and realize that you are home. All of it is your land. This whole continent, Alaska down to Chile, is our homeland. And I try to teach that to people that really start to think about it, that this is your home. And foreigners are telling you otherwise, that this is not your home. But it's really just about our people informing themselves, asking questions, and then embracing their land, their identity, their culture, their indigenous side. Because that Spanish side is in Spain, like, you know,
Right.
that has nothing to do with here. Not unless, you want to go learn about Spain because you're going to go live in Spain or something. I mean, it's more important to learn about your indigenous identity, your place here in your land, connect to your land, connect to your culture and everything, and embrace it and just step into who you are, There, because we're not going to be able to convince anyone here, like these colonizers, that we belong here or that we have a right to be here or we have rights. If we don't tell them who we are, if we don't even know who we are the native people and this is our land and we have every right to migrate on our land freely, and we don't have borders on native lands. We don't have borders on native lands. Sorry for all that glare. It's like sun is setting and
Oh, there you are.
There you are.
So I got one last question. Um, um. Oh my God! It just. I'm sorry. It just escaped my head because I was thinking about the glare.
so sorry.
um.
Hey, but that was
Ah,
that was the sun, the Tataquashle over there.
man. Yeah, I gotta start writing stuff down.
There you go. Oh, okay. Sorry, my
There
phone
you
got
are.
cracked in the protest, so I need to fix my phone.
Yeah, you said you was gonna get it fixed. You haven't got it fixed yet. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the other thing. Yeah,
Stuff is
they
just
they
snowballing all the time.
they try to take your phone or something. They smacked the phone out of your hand. The protester, another. Uh-oh.
The phone went dead. Man, I had a good question too.
Hope she reconnects back here. Let's see. Come on.
Any of
Anyway,
our any of our
Jesus.
viewers have a question
Yeah,
they want to
before we
ask?
Any questions? All the viewers that are watching before we get off the air.
Yeah, you
Hopefully
guys
Hello?
should go on. You guys should go on
There you are.
Instagram, Kuali.indigenous, and subscribe. Check her out.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, we can hear
Yes.
you. Any last words of encouragement before we get off? Kuali, can you hear us? Hello? Can you hear us?
It says I'm in the show.
Yeah, you
You
are.
are. We hear you. We see you.
You are. Can you? Oh shoot!
We're throwing up gang signs.
I know, right? I'm like, can you
Communicate.
see us?
We're gonna communicate with hand signals.
No gang signs. No gang signs. We appreciate all you guys. Thank you all so much. We could see you, we just can't hear you. If you could see us. We lost her. So again,
That's all good.
what's her Instagram?
Instagram is Kuali.indigenous.
All right.
And if you go on there and check her out, she's got a lot of good live videos on there that she's been doing. I mean, and I have to give it hands down to the women. Women have always been a big part of the revolution.
Yeah, they have.
Like we were talking earlier, Carlos. They fought next to the men. They cooked their meals. They washed their clothes. They gave birth on the way, fighting. Giving birth in one hand with a rifle in the other. So women are very strong in the revolution. Very very strong. And they're very very important as well too. They keep it balanced. I think they would keep it balanced for us.
Right. Right.
But,
Even in the brown berets, we got some legendary sisters, So.
yeah, we do. Yes, we do. Speaking of that, we do have the Brown Beret National organization. We do have some turkey drives coming up. Follow us on Facebook, the Brown Beret National official page of the Brown Beret National Organization. You can check it out there. Hit one of us up if you want to help donate, come out and help out or anything like that. I'd love to have you guys out there. This is part of what we're doing is feeding the community, helping the community, especially this time and age where EBT is getting cut off, food banks, time of struggles. We'll be there as much as we possibly can
Right.
for
Right.
everyone.
Let's see. Yeah, I don't think she hit me up on Instagram. Nope. It's okay. Well, Kuali, I think she's gonna try to get back on. I don't know. We'll wait a couple seconds. If not, thank you all for tuning in. We really do appreciate you. We're not a show without you guys.
That's
Thank
right.
you everybody that's been promoting the Stay Brown podcast. Kuali's coming back. I see her in the backstage, but the device. Oh, here we go. There we go. Hey. And there she goes. Let's try it again here. Yeah, she wants to say goodbye. Okay. All right. We see you. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
There we
Hi.
go.
No, I just want to say, everyone, it was great talking with you guys, and thank you for having me on. And until next time, for sure.
Well, we'd love to have you again.
That's
Later on down the road
that's
and,
all I
and
wanted
do
to
a
say.
little checkup and see how you're doing. And
We need
hope-
updates.
we need updates, and hopefully we can work
Definitely.
together in the near future.
I'll give updates on the court date and anything else going on, for sure.
And then if you can, while we got you on the air,
Mhm.
when AK gets out, we'd love to have you and her on the show.
That'd be awesome.
Oh, great. Yeah, I'll talk about that.
Yes.
Sure, she would
Anyway,
love to come on.
but thank you from the bottom of our hearts for your time
Yes.
and for letting everybody know what's going on out there in LA, East LA. And
Dele.
yeah, right.
Boyle Heights.
And
Wait, Boyle
more
Heights.
importantly, keep documenting. And above all, Mija, be safe out there.
Be safe, absolutely.
Will. Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
And
Blessings.
thank you. Blessings to everybody
Bye.
on the show.
Oh,
And we'll see you next time. This is every Tuesday, 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Stay Brown Podcast. Thank you all for tuning in.